Summer camp is on its way. Here are some answers I wish I knew before I was a camp counselor. What should I bring? So for me, I was on the top bunk, so I did not have a side table. So bringing a side table bag was really convenient, so I didn't have to keep going up and down the bunk. Another thing would be books. I'm not a huge book reader, but at camp I read 8 books. It's insane. It's good to just have quiet time and read by yourself because we weren't allowed phones. Electrolytes. I unfortunately did not have this, but I felt very, very weak at camp, and I wish I brought electrolytes or decided to buy them. I had the opportunity to, but I just never did, never thought of it. How do you make friends at camp? A lot of people are coming from other countries to just work at a summer camp, and they don't know a lot of people, or they know no one at all, which was the same with me, but I was just living across the country from the camp. So pre-camp. That's a week of where all the counselors get to know about the camp, get to know each other, the rules, how the camp works, and make friends, honestly. I met a lot of friends that were not in my division, so my age range of camp. So on my days off, I would hang with them, but during my days on camp, I would hang out with the other counselors that are in my division. Every night we would have like division activities, so I would just hang out with those camp counselors. How to get prepared if you're about to send yourself off to camp as a camp counselor is being more independent. Go out and do stuff on your own, talk to new people, just doing stuff on your own. There was a lot of responsibility and stuff I learned when I was a camp counselor that made me feel so much independent now. The biggest tips. Oh my gosh, everyone says this and I knew about it before, but take care of yourself. Eat good food, drink good water, drink electrolytes, do all the things you need to do to feel good about yourself and have your body feel good too. Also remind yourself that you're in charge. We had a shower schedule, but honestly, because my kids were older, me and my co-counselor just decided whoever just shows up to the bunk first just showers, so there's not just stinky preteens standing all around, which was really useful. But there were some times when I would come in with other cabin girls and I'd be like, I'm gonna shower first. And that's something that I had to like keep reminding myself, like, I'm in charge. Like, they're not my friends. Obviously they can be, but I'm in charge. I make the rules. I tell who's what. Yeah. It's good to use a support system around you. I would say we had a support system and I'm very grateful. I would say I used it. I talked to a lot of the directors, the office people during some incidents. There was a lot of things that was going on camp. That's just how it is. So I was able to use the support system, go to the doctors if I needed it, and just acknowledge that that is there for you. Hopefully it is there for you, and if it is, use it. If you need a break, use that break. Okay, everyone talks about a camp bubble. I loved a camp bubble. I'm not saying like, oh, this guy's so ugly, but because he's at camp with me for 2 months, I think he's cute. Not that camp bubble. I'm talking about not worrying about knowing that we could go into war, or I have to do this and I have to do that, and oh my god, Beyonce just dropped this new album, I have to listen to that and give my opinion and all this stuff. I just liked having a strict schedule and only focusing on the campers, because camp is honestly all about the campers. Clothing seemed like life or death. I know everyone's trying to pack right now. So let me tell you some of my tips is bring shirts with padding in them. Oh my god, I don't know why it seemed like such a big deal having to put a bra on and then having to put a shirt on. That was just too much for me then. Padded shirts, lifesaver. Try to get clothing that is comfortable and easy to put on super fast, because you could be cleaning your bunk and only have like 30 seconds to get ready. And know that you're probably not going to wear jeans or jean shorts. You just want to be as comfortable as you can. Obviously while still staying modest and whatever rules that they have, but I put on the lightest pieces of clothing because it was freaking hot last summer. So light clothing, bright colored clothing, and stuff that you feel comfortable and able to move in. Let's talk about the worst thing in my entire life. I'm joking, this is such a joke, but it was such a hot topic for my camp because they decided that they were going to do phone lockers. They did not tell us this before, and that sucked. It sucked for me. But it sucked for the people out of the country because they couldn't just text their parents, hope you're doing well, at night when it would be morning for them. Like, does that make sense? Like, they had a time schedule difference. I don't know. For me, it was not bad. When I was on a break, it was kind of the same time back in California, just a 3-hour difference. But for them, it was like morning to night. So that sucked. But we had to put our phones locked up in a locker, and we could only have our phones maybe 4 times a week. You could wake up early at 7 in the morning and have your phone for like 25 minutes before you had to go back. So yeah, it sucked, not gonna lie. I had an Apple Watch, saved my life. Oh my god. It was like that year they were deciding if they were gonna allow Apple Watches or not. Like, it was like a no, don't do it. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because you're just gonna let us and you're not gonna say anything because I spent money on this. So do it if you're allowed to do it, because oh my god, that saved me. So many stories within it I can talk about my Apple Watch, but I loved it. Kept me feeling connected still to the earth in a way when I didn't have my phone. So yeah, I hope your camp experience is super fun and you get to do everything that you wanted to do and also learn a couple things, because I know I did. I hope you have fun, and if you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below and I will answer them right when I see them. Okay, love you guys. Bye, have fun.